God says, a final warning has been sent. A tragedy is moving toward your house, and if you don't act now, it will be too late to stop it. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. My child, stop scrolling. You were meant to hear this. Heaven is speaking, and your soul knows it. This isn't just a moment, this is a calling. I need you to hear me now. What I say next may be the very thing that saves your household from what is coming. This is not just a word of comfort. This is a warning wrapped in love. And if you turn away too quickly, you may miss something that could have shifted your entire life. Comment Amen right now if your heart says, God, I am listening. You must understand the urgency. This warning isn't coming without reason. There is a shadow moving toward your home, a storm you cannot see yet, but I have seen it. I see what you cannot. And this is not a time to be asleep spiritually. The enemy has set traps. He is moving quietly, and his aim is destruction. But I, the Lord your God, am sounding the alarm before the impact. Not because I desire fear in you, but because I desire to save you from what your eyes have not yet seen. This is your wake-up call. The path you're on has cracks that could crumble beneath you if you don't act now. There are decisions you've been putting off, sins you've been tolerating, and doors you've left open. The danger is not in what's already happened, but in what is on its way, and it's closer than you think. That's why this moment matters more than you can imagine. I've sent angels before you. I've whispered in the quiet. I've stirred your spirit, but now I'm speaking louder. Do not ignore the signs. You've felt the unrest. You've noticed the strange resistance. Things that used to work aren't working anymore. Doors that were once open seem to be locked. This is not a coincidence. It is me, calling you out of comfort into consecration. You cannot afford to live casually in a time of war. You are in a battle whether you want to be or not. And I have given you weapons, but you must choose to pick them up. If you believe I'm speaking to you right now, comment 1111. My heart is not to harm you, but to protect you. I want to cover your house. I want to put my hand on your family, your finances, your future. But I will not force myself where I am not welcomed. I gave you free will, and with that comes responsibility. You must choose to turn. You must choose to rise. And you must do it now, because what's coming won't wait for your convenience. It will either be faced with my covering or faced alone. You ask, God, why now? Because there is a window that is closing. There is a divine moment, and you are standing in it. I am offering mercy before judgment. I am offering light before darkness tries to settle in. There are things in motion in the spiritual realm, and though you cannot see them, they are very real. But so am I. I am more powerful than any storm. I am stronger than any curse. But you must run to me, not from me. You must turn fully, not halfway. You've heard my name, but have you known my heart? You've gone to church, but have you given me your home? You've prayed for change, but have you changed your path? I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender, because I cannot bless what you refuse to place in my hands. I cannot protect what you hide from my covering. This tragedy that's moving won't be stopped by luck. It will be stopped by obedience. And this is your moment to step under my shield. I've seen your tears. I've seen the pain you don't speak about. I've seen you smile in front of others while you crumble inside. I know every battle, every worry, every silent cry. And that's why I'm speaking now. Because the pain you carry does not have to be permanent. There is healing in my presence. There is safety in my arms. But I'm calling you to take this seriously, to stop waiting for someday and move now. The warning is not punishment, it's protection. You think you've got time, but time is not promised. The tragedy is not just about one event. It could be a broken relationship, a financial blow, a health scare, a deep depression, or a spiritual attack. The enemy wants to shake your foundation. But if you hear me now and act, I will raise up a wall of fire around you. I will cancel what was sent against you. But it begins with your decision, your choice, right here, right now. Some of you have opened doors you never should have. You let bitterness take root. You allowed anger to stay. You flirted with sin thinking you could control it, but it has begun to grow. I am not condemning you, I am calling you back. Because I love you too much to stay silent. My grace is available. My forgiveness is real. But you must repent, not just with your lips, but with your life. I am not asking you to be religious. I am calling you to relationship. I want your heart, not just your habits. I want your love, not just your attendance. You were not made to live afraid. You were not created to live under attack. You were formed to walk in my peace, under my wings. But peace is not automatic. It follows obedience. And I am asking you, will you trust me enough to return? Will you surrender what you've held on to for too long? If you are still reading this, it's not by accident. I've drawn you here because I don't want you to miss what I am about to do. I am about to move in your life in a way you've never seen before. But the warning had to come first, because my miracles are often born out of moments of obedience. Your act of faith will unlock what heaven has stored up for you. But delay could cost you something precious. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is not just another word. This is your confirmation. The thing that's been pressing on your heart, the decision you've been delaying, I'm speaking directly into it. Choose me. Choose life. Choose to stand up, to clean your house spiritually, to remove what doesn't belong, to forgive who hurt you, to break the cycles, to walk away from what you know is destroying your peace. I see you. I haven't left you. I've been waiting for this moment, and now that it's here, I'm not asking for small faith. I'm asking for complete trust. Because when you give me your all, I will give you more than you can imagine. I will guard your house. I will guide your steps. I will pour out what was withheld. But this is your moment to act. Don't miss it. Don't delay. Like this video if your spirit feels this was meant for you. That one act of faith might just be your starting point. This is your chance to draw near, to come out of hiding, to rebuild the altar in your heart. The final warning has come, but so has my invitation. My love has not run out. My patience is long but not endless. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day of return. Do not wait for the tragedy to knock. Open the door to me instead. I will enter. I will heal. I will restore. You were never meant to stand alone in a battlefield meant for warriors clothed in my strength. Listen to me now. Don't harden your heart. This is not just another message floating through the air. This is heaven knocking on the door of your soul. The warning I've given is not to create fear in you, but to awaken you. This tragedy moving toward your house is not some vague threat. It is a real assignment from the enemy that has been carefully planned. He has studied your weaknesses. He has monitored your patterns. He knows exactly where to strike. But I, the Lord your God, am sounding this warning because I have already made a way of escape. I am not surprised by the attack. I am prepared for it. And if you will take shelter in me now, I will not let the weapon formed against you prosper. But you must not ignore this moment. You must act. You must rise in prayer. You must close the doors that have been left open. Doors of compromise, bitterness, pride, or disobedience. You've tolerated things in your life that are silently working against you. The enemy doesn't always come loud. Sometimes he enters as a whisper, a distraction, a temptation that seems harmless until it consumes you. That's why I'm being clear with you now. Because the moment for halfway living has ended. Do not think I am angry with you. My love for you is deeper than you can comprehend. But love warns, love protects. Love does not stay silent when destruction is near. I have been patient, and I have waited for you to come back. You've wandered far in your heart. You've gone through the motions, but inside you know you've drifted. I'm calling you home, not because I want something from you, but because I want to give you what nothing in this world ever could. You've been searching for peace. You've been hoping that if you can just fix one more thing or get one more answer, then everything will settle. But peace does not come from control. It comes from surrender. And that's what I'm asking of you. Will you surrender this time? Will you give me what you've tried to handle on your own? Will you lay down your plans and pick up trust? You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. You are not just someone wandering through life. You are my chosen. You were set apart before you were born. I placed my mark on your life. The very breath in your lungs was crafted by my design. And even now, after all the mistakes, the wrong turns, and the silence, I still have not given up on you. That tragedy that is coming does not have to touch you if you will remain under my covering. But the time to move is now. There is a shaking happening. I am shaking things that were never built on me. Relationships that are not rooted in truth. Habits that have drained your soul. Patterns that you've excused but are robbing you of peace. You may feel like things are falling apart, but what you don't realize is I am allowing some things to collapse so I can rebuild them on solid ground. You asked for my blessing, but my blessing cannot rest on disobedience. So I am bringing you to a decision point. Choose today who you will serve. You don't have to fear what's ahead if I am with you. You don't have to dread the future if I'm already there. I go before you. I stand beside you. I watch behind you. I surround you. The enemy may come in like a flood, but I will raise a standard against him. My angels have been assigned to your house. My presence has not left you. But you must open the door again. You must make room for me, not just in the quiet moments, but in every area of your life. Some of you are clinging to things I've told you to release, and you wonder why peace keeps slipping through your fingers. Peace does not live in the same room as compromise. I'm asking you to trust me with the things you think you need. I'm asking you to believe that what I have for you is better than what you're trying to hold on to. That relationship you keep justifying, that addiction you say you've got under control, that bitterness you keep feeding, none of it can stay if you want the fullness of my protection. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You must choose, not with your words, but with your life. You cannot say, Lord, and still live like you are your own master. You cannot pray for blessing while living in rebellion. I don't say this to shame you, I say it because I love you. I'm calling you to come higher. I'm calling you to walk holy, not perfect but surrendered. Not flawless but faithful. I don't want part of your heart, I want all of it. Because when I have all of you, nothing sent against you will stand. Don't wait for tragedy to wake you up. Let love do it. Let my voice pull you out of the shadows. You know this world is getting darker. You feel it. You've seen it. Evil is increasing, and hearts are growing cold. But my light still shines for those who choose me. My promises are still true. My power has not faded. I am still the same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead, who calmed the storm, and I will do the same for you. But you must believe. You must obey. You must take this seriously. You were not made to blend in with the world. You were created to shine with my spirit, to carry my name, to speak my truth, to walk in my authority. But you cannot do that if you are living divided. This is the moment of clarity, the crossroads where you either choose the narrow path or stay on the wide road that leads to destruction. The tragedy can still be stopped, but not without your response. I love you too much to stay silent, too much to let you drift, too much to let the enemy destroy what I've destined for you. That's why this warning has come. That's why your heart feels stirred. That's why you're still here, reading these words. Because I've been drawing you back, not for punishment, but for purpose. Not for judgment, but for grace. My mercy is still available. My arms are still open. I've watched you search for meaning in so many places. I've seen you give pieces of yourself away, hoping someone or something could fill the emptiness. And now I am reaching for you not with condemnation, but with compassion. I am telling you, come back before the darkness arrives. The warning is not random, it's not exaggerated, it's real, and it is close. The enemy is moving fast, but I move faster. He wants to catch you off guard, but I am giving you the advantage. I'm speaking before the chaos, before the blow, before the heartache. What you do with this moment will shape the next season of your life. You have prayed for me to do something, this is it. I am doing something. I'm shaking your spirit awake. I'm whispering in the storm. Will you hear me now? This isn't just about one moment of trouble. This is about patterns that have opened the door to pain. It's about letting things go on too long without correction. You've let things slide that are now starting to bite back. You've told yourself, it's not that serious. But I'm telling you it is. The things you've excused are now attracting destruction. The things you've ignored are now threatening your peace. And still, in the middle of it all, I have made a way out. But I won't force you to take it. Comment 1212 if you are ready to walk into my protection. I have placed a hedge around those who truly trust me. My word is not just encouragement, it's a weapon. It breaks chains, it cancels plans from hell, it silences lies. But you cannot just read it and forget it. You must let it live in you. Let it breathe into your choices. Let it guide how you love, how you lead, how you forgive. My power flows through those who stay connected to me, and I want you to walk in that kind of power. There are things in your home that do not belong, not just physical things, but spiritual ones. You've entertained thoughts that were poisoned. You've opened your heart to voices that don't carry my spirit. You've allowed in what feels comfortable, but is silently corrupting your peace. And you've felt it those sleepless nights, that sudden anger, the anxious energy that seems to hover without reason. That's not random, that's a spiritual leak. And it's time to close it. You are not just living in a natural world. There are spiritual realities all around you, and some of what you are facing is not physical, it's warfare. The heaviness, the cycles, the setbacks, they're connected to battles you can't see, but I see. And I fight for those who call on me. I fight for those who return to me with sincere hearts. I break what others said couldn't be broken. I restore what others gave up on. But you must come to me fully. Some of you are waiting for me to move, but I am waiting for you to surrender. You've asked me to change your situation, but I want to change your heart first. Because if I give you the breakthrough without the foundation, you'll lose it, you'll waste it. And I love you too much to give you a gift you're not ready to carry. So I'm calling you to the deeper place. A place where my presence isn't a once-a-week experience, but your daily breath. The world will not understand your choice. They won't understand why you're walking away from certain conversations, why you're changing how you live, why you're deleting numbers, unfollowing pages, cutting ties with what looks normal to them. But you're not living for them. You're living for me. And what they don't see, I do. I see what those connections would lead to. I see the roots behind the surface. And if you will trust me to lead, I will not fail you. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not let guilt keep you from returning to me. I saw every moment. I know every sin. And still I say, come. I have not rejected you. I have not changed my mind about you. My plans for your life still stand. The purpose I placed in you still lives. But you must walk toward it now. The more you delay, the harder it gets. The more you postpone obedience, the more tangled the consequences become. But if you will take the first step, I will meet you there. You say, God, I'm not strong enough. I say, my grace is sufficient. You say, I've fallen too far. I say, my mercy is new every morning. You say, I don't know how to fix it. I say, I will make all things new. But you must stop trying to do this on your own. That's what led you here. Now it's time to let me lead. Not just with your lips, but with your life. Comment 777 if you're ready to follow me with all your heart. The tragedy that's approaching is not just about outside danger, it's about what could be lost inside. Your peace, your clarity, your joy, your family. The enemy wants to create chaos not just in your circumstances but in your soul. But I have given you access to peace that passes understanding. I have given you promises that hold, even when everything around you shakes. But promises must be believed, and peace must be pursued. You must make room for me. Turn off the noise. Shut down the distractions. Create space for my voice again, not just when you're desperate, but as a daily rhythm. Seek me early. Invite me into the smallest decisions. Ask me before you act. Let my word be the standard. Let worship be your atmosphere. Let prayer be your breath. These are not just spiritual habits, they are lifelines, and they will protect you when the storm hits. You were not created to fear the future. You were made to walk with me through it. I am your shepherd. I lead beside still waters. I restore your soul. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, for I am with you. But you must stay close. You must stop wandering. You must stop treating faith like a backup plan. I must be your source, your anchor, your Lord. This is your moment. The final warning has come, but it comes with a promise. If you return, I will restore. If you seek, you will find. If you repent, you will be forgiven. If you obey, you will be protected. I do not change. I do not lie. My word is forever, and my love for you is still burning. Come back now. Do not wait for the pain to grow deeper. Come back before the damage is done. I am here. This is that sign. This is me reaching for you, before the pressure crushes you, before the tragedy finds an open door. Listen to me now. This is not just a moment of comfort. This is a rescue, and you must take it seriously. You are standing in a spiritual doorway. One step can take you into covering and peace. The other, if you're not careful, will lead you into unnecessary pain. I am not threatening you. I am pleading with you as a father who loves deeply, fiercely, and without end. I do not want you to walk into a storm without me. I do not want you to lose what I've been protecting. The enemy has been waiting for an opportunity, and I'm telling you plainly he has found a weakness. But my warning is your protection if you respond. Comment 999 if you believe my warning is for you. The enemy's plan isn't always destruction that looks loud. Sometimes it's slow compromise. Sometimes it looks like busyness, distraction, or emotional numbness. You've been slowly pulled away from me and you didn't even notice it happening. One small decision after another, one ignored conviction after the next. But now, your heart feels distant and your spirit feels cold. That is why I'm reaching for you now, because you don't need another breakdown to wake up. You just need to respond to me in truth. The cracks in your life that you've been ignoring are starting to widen. You've told yourself that things will fix themselves with time, but that's not how it works. Unhealed wounds get infected. Unspoken pain turns to bitterness. Unrepented sin becomes a trap. And I'm not going to let that happen if you're willing to turn to me. I heal what others walk away from. I restore what others label too broken. But you have to stop pretending everything is fine and invite me into the places you've hidden. You've become comfortable with things that are damaging you. That relationship you're afraid to walk away from. That habit you keep saying you'll break someday. That lifestyle you keep calling freedom, but is actually leading you into bondage. You've been lying to yourself because the truth feels too hard. But I want to remind you I do not leave my children alone in hard places. When you make the choice to return, I provide the grace to walk it out. I never ask for perfection. I ask for surrender. This warning is serious, but it is also filled with mercy. I warn because I love. I correct because I care. I speak now because your tomorrow matters too much to stay silent. There are blessings ahead of you that the enemy wants to block. There are people depending on your breakthrough that you haven't even met yet. Your obedience today will protect your family tomorrow. Your surrender now will set up the next generation to walk free. You think it's just about you, but I see the ripple effect of every choice you make. You've been carrying pain that doesn't belong to you. You've blamed yourself for things you couldn't control. You've let shame attach itself to you because of what others did. And you've let guilt keep you distant from me. But I want you to hear me clearly. You are not what happened to you. You are not defined by the failure. You are not beyond my grace. If you would just come to me with honesty, you would feel the weight lift off your soul. You would know what it's like to finally breathe again. Comment 1010 if you believe I can lift that weight off you. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm not looking for empty words. I'm looking for a heart that's ready to come alive again. You've cried behind closed doors. You've questioned your worth. You've even wondered if I still hear you. And here I am speaking to you right now, proving that I never left. Even when you pushed me away, I stayed close. Even when you ran from me, I followed. And now I'm asking, will you stop running? Will you stop pretending you're okay without me? Let me back in. Let me take the pieces and make something beautiful again. Your future is not ruined. Your purpose is not cancelled. The tragedy that's been approaching doesn't get the final say. I do, and I am calling it off as you step into obedience. What was supposed to break you will not break you when I stand between you and it. But you must not ignore this call. You must not delay another day. I will give you the strength. I will surround you with peace. But it starts with your yes. You know this isn't a coincidence. You've been asking for answers. You've been wondering if I still speak, if I still care, if I still move. This is your answer. This is the voice you've been waiting for. Not because I'm shouting from a distance, but because I'm standing beside you, whispering with love. I still have you. I still want you. I still believe in what I placed inside you. But you need to wake up and fight for your faith again. You've seen what happens when you try to live without me. The frustration, the confusion, the restlessness. That's not how I want you to live. I created you for peace that can't be shaken, joy that can't be stolen, love that heals the deepest wounds. But those things are found in me, not apart from me. Come back, not because you fear the tragedy, but because you've tasted the world and found it empty. I offer living water. I offer true life. You won't find fulfillment in success alone. You won't find peace in relationships that don't honor me. You won't find your purpose by chasing everything except my voice. You've tried those paths. You've seen where they lead. Now choose me. Choose truth. Choose the road that leads to life, even if it's narrow, even if it's not popular. I walk that road with you. I won't leave you for one step of it. This isn't just an emotional moment, it's a spiritual awakening. What I'm stirring in you now is real. It's holy. It's urgent. I've been waiting for this opening in your heart. Don't let it pass. Don't silence the tug you feel. It's me. I know your name. I know your pain, and I know your future. I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. But it begins with your return. I have seen it all. And now I am telling you this again, not to scare you, but to save you. Because if you ignore this final warning, you may lose something you cannot replace. I am not speaking in riddles. I'm being direct because the danger is real. There is something coming toward your house, something spiritual, something sent to divide, to confuse, to steal peace, and to drain you dry, and I refuse to stay silent while it draws near. This is not just another season of pressure, it's a targeted attack. The enemy wants to strike you in a vulnerable place, but I am still God. I have authority over it all, and I have the power to stop it, but you must do your part. Comment 1515 if you believe my hand can stop what's been sent against you. I need you to understand something. You are not powerless in this. You've been acting like you're stuck, like you're just waiting to see what happens. But I gave you authority. I gave you the ability to speak life, to pray protection, to tear down strongholds, to plead the blood of my Son over your family. But you've gotten passive. You've let weariness silence you. That's exactly what the enemy wanted, because a silent believer is a vulnerable one. I'm calling you to stand again, to speak again, to pray with conviction, to praise even when it doesn't feel convenient. Because every time you worship in the middle of the battle, you're pushing darkness back. Every time you declare my promises out loud, you are weakening the grip of the enemy. And when you walk in obedience, even when it costs you, I will respond with favor that no one can block. But this isn't just about praying more. It's about removing what's in the way. I've been showing you things that no longer belong in your life. You've felt it. You've seen the red flags. But you keep trying to ignore the voice inside you because change feels hard. Let me be clear. What feels hard now will feel devastating later if you don't act. The things you tolerate today will take root and grow into something destructive tomorrow. You cannot afford to wait. There's a reason I've kept you up at night. A reason your spirit won't settle. I'm warning you for a purpose, because your house is sacred, your family matters, your soul is valuable. And anything that threatens what I love, I will confront. But I want you to confront it too. I want you to see it for what it is. That thing you've called a struggle is actually a strategy from the enemy. He's not playing games, and neither can you. This is the moment to break the cycle, to stop repeating patterns of brokenness that have been passed down. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The fear, the anger, the addiction, the bitterness, the silence, the anxiety. It's not just part of your personality, it's a spiritual chain. And you don't have to wear it any longer. I came to break chains, not just comfort you while you carry them, but I can't take what you won't release. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You keep saying you want change, but change requires movement. It requires decisions that won't feel easy in the moment. You may have to walk away from people who don't understand your obedience. You may have to say no to things that everyone else says yes to. You may have to forgive someone who never apologized. But every act of obedience you choose builds a wall of protection around you that the enemy cannot break. Comment 1717 if you believe obedience builds protection. You are not crazy for feeling spiritual pressure right now. This is not just stress, it's spiritual. The shift you've felt is real. Heaven is aligning things, but so is hell. And that's why I'm speaking now. Because as the darkness pushes forward, so do I. I never let my people fight without a covering. I never call without equipping. But I need your cooperation. I need your surrender. That's where my power meets your weakness. That's where miracles begin. Some of you are holding on to secret things no one else knows about. But I do. And I'm not disgusted by you. I'm not here to shame you. But I am here to call you out of hiding, because whatever stays hidden can't be healed. You've told yourself, I'll deal with it eventually, but eventually is not promised. You need healing now, freedom now, restoration now, and it starts with honesty. Stop settling. Stop telling yourself that where you are is good enough. I didn't create you for survival mode. I created you to thrive under my presence, to walk in joy, to lead others, to reflect my light in dark places. But you've allowed the weight of life to shrink your vision. You've stopped dreaming. You've stopped hoping. You've lowered your expectations to avoid disappointment. That's not what I want for you. I'm calling your spirit back to life. I'm reigniting the flame in you. I'm breathing fresh wind into dry places. But that only happens if you take me seriously. This isn't a motivational message. This is spiritual alignment. This is me pulling you back into divine position, because you've drifted. And while drifting feels slow, its impact is deep. But I love you too much to let you keep drifting. Your family needs you awake. Your calling needs you strong. Your house needs your prayers. You may think no one sees you, but heaven sees everything. And what you do in secret matters more than what people see in public. So go back to the secret place. Go back to prayer. Go back to worship. Not out of habit, but with your whole heart. Because that's where I speak clearest. That's where I protect. That's where I restore. Don't be afraid of starting over. Starting over with me is not a setback, it's a setup. I use broken pieces to build strong foundations. I use surrendered hearts to show my glory. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to take the next step. I will carry you. I will go before you. I will fight what you cannot see. But I need you to trust me again. But I understand. I've never left you, not for a second. And now I am coming to speak to that deep place in you that's grown numb from disappointment, the place where hope used to live. I'm speaking to that place now, because I don't want to see you fall into the very trap I've been trying to keep you from. There is a danger drawing near, not because I desire it, but because the enemy sees your potential and he's desperate to ruin what I've ordained. But I will not let him win if you turn back to me. This is the moment where you choose to rise, not in your own strength, but in mine. I never told you to be perfect. I only asked you to be willing. And if you're willing now, I will move faster than anything sent against you. Comment Amen if you're choosing to rise in my strength right now. You've felt the pull in your spirit. You've known for a while that I've been calling you to something more. But life has been loud, hasn't it? It's been filled with distractions, demands, and expectations that slowly stole your focus. And somewhere along the way, your spiritual hunger began to fade. You didn't notice it at first, but now you feel it. The distance, the dryness. But here I am, reminding you that I am still the same God who met you when your faith was fresh, when your heart was soft, when you believed me without needing proof. I'm still here, and I still want you. But you cannot keep walking both paths. You cannot live halfway surrendered. The days of blending in with darkness must end. You are mine. You are marked. You are chosen. And what I have placed in you cannot survive in an environment of compromise. That's why the warning is loud now, because your calling matters too much to be lost in distraction. The enemy has studied your life, and he knows where you hesitate. He's targeting the very area you've delayed changing. There are things in your environment I have told you to remove. Conversations you keep going back to. Voices you keep allowing to shape your mindset. You've underestimated their impact, but I see what you don't. Those small allowances are opening doors to greater destruction. I'm not trying to control you, I'm trying to protect you. Because what looks harmless now will not stay harmless. It will grow, and it will choke out what I've planted. I am pruning you, not to punish you, but to make you fruitful. Some of the pain you've felt is me pulling things away that were never meant to go with you into the next season. Some relationships, some habits, some opportunities that seemed good but were not sent by me. I know you don't always understand it, but trust me, I see the end from the beginning. And if I remove something, it's because I'm making space for something greater. Comment 222 if you trust me to prune what no longer belongs. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've asked me to use you. You've prayed for purpose. And now I'm answering that prayer not with comfort, but with a challenge. Because purpose requires purity. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be set apart. There are things I want to do through you that will shake the darkness, heal the broken, restore the forgotten. But I can't pour new wine into old wineskins. I need you to let go of what you've outgrown spiritually. You've been clinging to the familiar, but I'm leading you to freedom. This tragedy that's been moving closer, do you understand now? It's not just about a single moment of destruction. It's about the slow decay that happens when my voice is drowned out. It's about the subtle choices that build a wall between us, and I won't let you go without a fight. I've been whispering. I've been nudging. And now I am speaking clearly, because you are still loved, still covered, still chosen. You say, but I've messed up too much. And I say, my grace is more. You say, I don't know how to come back. I say, just take one step. You say, I'm afraid. And I say, I am your refuge. There is no mistake too big for me, no distance too far, no shame too deep. The only thing standing in the way now is your decision. I won't force you, but I will wait for you. I will keep knocking. You don't need to fix everything overnight. You just need to return to me, to open your heart, to speak honestly, to confess what's broken, to let my light back in. I will heal what you give me. I will restore what you place in my hands. But you must let go of pride. You must stop pretending. The enemy thrives in secrecy, but freedom lives in truth. And the truth is, I still love you. I still want you. I still have more for you. There are people connected to your obedience. You think your choices only affect you, but I see the generations your yes will impact. I see the children you will raise differently, the people you will lead, the healing you will release into others simply because you chose to let me heal you first. Don't underestimate the weight of your yes. It matters more than you know. This isn't just about avoiding tragedy, it's about stepping into destiny. You've been living beneath what I created you for. You've been settling for survival when I created you for victory, but I am waking you up now. I am lighting a fire in you again. And this time, I don't want you to just feel it, I want you to act on it. I want you to return to discipline, to obedience, to the secret place. Not because you have to, but because you finally see how much it matters. If you could see what I have planned, you wouldn't hesitate another second. You would drop everything just to run into my arms, because what's ahead of you is far greater than what's behind. But you must protect it. You must guard the anointing. You must take seriously the calling I've placed on your life. The enemy does. That's why he's fought you so hard. But no matter what's come against you, my hand is still stronger. You've carried silent battles, hidden pain, and heavy questions, but I've carried you. I've surrounded you. I've sent my angels to war over your name while you slept. And now I'm speaking again, not to condemn you, but to give you a choice. This is your moment to step into covering before the next wave comes. The tragedy that's been forming is not always visible with the natural eye. That's why I'm telling you before it happens. Because I see the snare before your foot steps into it. I see the betrayal before it hits. I see the temptation before it grows. I see the enemy waiting at the door, and I am warning you not because I'm trying to scare you, but because I love you enough to stop you. What I'm saying now could be the very thing that changes everything. If you listen, comment 333. If you believe God is speaking to you right now, you've gotten good at pushing things down, smiling through the storm, pretending to be okay. But I see the nights when the weight crushes you. I see how you stare at the ceiling in the dark, wondering how you're going to fix what feels too far gone. You've told no one, but I've heard every cry. You didn't have to say it out loud, your tears spoke louder than words. And I've collected every one, not one tear has gone unnoticed. You don't have to hide from me. I'm not repelled by your weakness. I don't draw away when you're tired. I don't grow distant when you're angry or afraid. I am near to the broken-hearted. I heal wounds others don't even see. But you have to stop shutting me out. You've kept me at arm's length, maybe because you think I'll be disappointed, maybe because you don't want to feel convicted. But I want you to understand, I don't convict to shame you. I convict to save you, to bring you back before it's too late. You are not too far gone. You have not messed up too much. I still want you. I still love you. My grace doesn't wear out. My mercy isn't running on a clock, but you don't have time to keep delaying either. Grace is not an excuse to live careless. It's a doorway back to life. You've seen what happens when you try to live without me. It's heavy, it's hollow, and still, I've never turned away from you. That's love. There's a reason your soul is restless. It's me, stirring you again, reminding you that this world will never fill what only I can. You've tried the temporary comforts, you've chased the distractions, but nothing lasts. And now you're tired, worn out from running in circles. Let me give you rest. Not just sleep, but real rest. Rest for your soul, peace for your mind, strength for your spirit. But that only comes when you fully surrender. Comment 777 if you're ready to fully surrender. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You don't have to understand everything to trust me. You don't need all the answers before you say yes. Faith is not built on having it all figured out, it's built on knowing that I do, and I do. I know where you're going. I know what's next. I see every detail of what lies ahead. And I promise you this, if you walk with me, I will not lead you into ruin. I will lead you into purpose. But that means you have to walk away from some things. There are people I never sent, habits that are stealing your clarity, environments that are poisoning your faith. I've whispered it to you already. I've shown you the cracks, but you've hesitated to move. You've been afraid of being alone, afraid of change, afraid of letting go. But I want to remind you, obedience always brings peace, even when it costs comfort. When you let go of what I never meant for you, I make room for what I've always planned for you. Stop measuring your life by how others see you. Start looking at your life through the lens of my word. I didn't call you to impress people. I called you to walk in truth. I called you to be a light, to be different, to reflect me in a world that is drowning in confusion and darkness. You are not just another name in the crowd. You are chosen, called, set apart, and it's time to live like it. This battle you're in, it's not just about your peace. It's about your legacy. The enemy isn't just after your mind. He's after your children, your future, your witness. He wants to silence you before you ever step into the authority I've given you. He wants to drain you so that you settle for a quiet life when I've called you to a powerful one. But I'm telling you now, you don't have to let him win. You are not defenseless. You have me. Put on the full armor I've given you. Wrap yourself in truth. Speak my word, even when your voice shakes. Rebuke fear in my name. Break agreement with anything that doesn't line up with who I've said you are. Because once you stand in alignment with me, nothing formed against you will succeed. That tragedy that's been drawing close, it will hit a wall of my protection when your life is truly surrendered. I want to flood your home with peace. I want to wrap your mind in clarity. I want to heal wounds that go all the way back to childhood. I want to walk with you in every room, every decision, every hard day. But I need to be more than your emergency call. I need to be your foundation. I want you to run to me first, not last. I want to be the one you seek when you wake up, and the one you trust when the weight hits. I know there are things you don't talk about, but I know all of it already, and I still want you. I still believe in you. You are not too broken. You are not too weak. You are not too late. You are exactly who I chose, and this is exactly when I planned to reach you. I knew this moment would come. I knew you'd be here, wondering if this could really be me speaking. And yes, it is. It's me. And I love you, covering you when the enemy planned your downfall. You are not reading this by accident. This is divine alignment. A final call before something shifts in your life, and you must decide which direction that shift takes you. I'm not asking for a piece of your life. I'm asking for all of it. Because what's coming next will require full protection, full strength, and full clarity. You cannot walk into this next season half awake, half surrendered, or half committed. The enemy has been relentless because your destiny threatens him, but I have not left you unequipped. I've given you my spirit, my word, my covering, and now my warning. It is not to scare you, it is to prepare you, to protect you from what has already started moving behind the scenes. Comment 555 if you're ready to give me everything without hesitation. You've been caught between two places, what your flesh wants and what your spirit knows is right. That tug of war has left you exhausted. You've asked, why do I feel stuck? And I say this, you cannot walk in freedom while still entertaining bondage. You cannot walk in light while flirting with the dark. You've been tolerating things you know you should be confronting. But I love you too much to let you settle for less than what I created you for. Some of the chaos in your life right now is not the result of chance, it's the result of compromise. And I don't say that to shame you, I say it to free you. Because once you recognize what you've allowed in, you can take authority and cast it out. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were never meant to constantly question your worth, your future, your place in this world. You are mine, and I don't make mistakes. You've been numb. You've smiled through the pressure, gone through the motions, but deep down you've been spiritually asleep. That's why things haven't made sense lately. Why doors seem to close before you reach them. Why peace feels out of reach. I've allowed certain things to dry up, not to punish you, but to get your attention. Because what used to satisfy you won't anymore. I'm shifting your appetite from what is temporary to what is eternal, from what feels good to what is truly good. You can't outrun your calling. You've tried. You've buried it under distraction, entertainment, even responsibilities. But it still whispers to you. In the quiet, in the moments where everything else fades, you were created for more than surviving. You were created to carry light, to break chains, to change the atmosphere of your house, your family, your future. But you must return to me fully. That's where the power begins. Comment 1111 if you're ready to stop running and fully return. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. The warning I gave you was not a threat, it was mercy. The enemy has been circling, waiting for an open door. And some of you have unknowingly cracked that door, through bitterness, through gossip, through lust, through unforgiveness, through pride. These cracks don't always seem dangerous at first, but they widen with time, and before long, they become openings for chaos. I'm showing you those cracks now so you can close them before the storm rushes in. My child, hear me. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be honest. To stop pretending everything is okay when it's not. To stop numbing the pain and start facing it with me. You don't have to do it alone. That's what grace is for. That's why I sent my son. So you could live free not just after death, but right now. Free from shame, free from addiction, free from the lies you've believed about yourself. But you must walk away from the lies and into truth. There is a spiritual inheritance I've stored up for you, blessings that have your name on them. But you've got to make room. You can't receive what I'm trying to pour out if your hands are full of things I never gave you. Release what's been weighing you down. The unhealthy attachments, the toxic cycles, the hidden sins, the approval of people who don't even know your heart. I didn't call you to fit in. I called you to be holy, to be set apart, to be a reflection of me. You've asked me to open doors, but I need you to prepare, because an open door too early can be dangerous. I won't let you walk into a blessing that you're not ready to protect. That's why this process matters. That's why I've been dealing with your character, your mindset, your habits. What I'm building in you now is preparing you for what's next. Don't fight the process. Embrace it. There's purpose in the pressure. Your obedience in this season is going to set up the next one. What you do today will echo into your tomorrow. And while the enemy is trying to push you into fear, I am calling you into faith. I am still Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I am still Jehovah Rapha, your healer. I am still the God who sees you, who knows you, who fights for you. But I need your yes. Not just a yes in words, but a yes in actions. You've let fear take too much space in your mind. You've imagined worst-case scenarios more than you've declared my promises. That's not who you are. You are not timid. You are not fragile. You are not forgotten. You are filled with the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead. And I'm calling that Spirit to rise in you again, to wake up, to stir up, to speak out. This is not the end for you. It's a new beginning if you'll choose it. Stop believing that this is all there is. I have more peace, more clarity, more joy, more healing, but it won't come by accident. You must position yourself for it. Wake up earlier, turn off distractions, guard your heart, open your Bible, create space for me again. I won't force my way in. I come where I'm invited, and if you'll make room, I will flood your life with more than you ever thought possible. The tragedy that was headed toward your house, it doesn't have to touch you. I have the power to stop it. But I'm asking you to stand under my covering. You've tried everything else. You've tried leaning on people, depending on your own strength, distracting yourself from the weight, but none of that works. Only I do. Only my presence heals. Only my protection holds. Only my Spirit restores what's been torn apart.